So here we go. Today we are going to just review how to get onto vocabulary.com and what you need to be doing while I'm gone because you have a test coming up. When you go to vocabulary.com, you're going to have a list of different assignments that are due for you, and the one that you're going to have your test on is called Quarter 1 Review. When you click on this, you're going to get a whole lot of different words and what they mean. So I want to go through these with you so that you feel like you can really do well on the test. Now, the first word that it's showing me is protagonist, and pro, what do you think that would mean? Would it mean with or against? Do you think it means good, like pro would be good, or do you think it's bad? Well, it's definitely pro. So pro would be good, and a protagonist is the main character in a book. So a hermit is someone who lives all by themselves, so it's not going to be that. A tourist is someone visiting another country, so it's not going to be that. A hero and a liar. So let's try protagonist. Good job. An antagonist is the opposite. So anti would be against. Protagonist is the good guy. Antagonist is the opposite. Antagonist, an expert who gives advice? No way. A man who has never been married? No. Someone who pays for goods or services? No. Someone who offers opposition. Opposition means hardship. It means the opposite. It means oppression. Correct. An antagonist is someone who oppresses someone else. In the book How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the antagonist is the Grinch because he tries to make life miserable for everyone. Every who down in Whoville. So antagonist is against. Next one. Which of the following is the best example of alliteration? Alliteration is the repetition of a consonant. A consonant is any letter that's not a vowel. So let's look at these. A deep sleep heals her mind. Nope. A winding, wandering, weird world. There's a repetition of W's, which would mean that that is a form of alliteration. Nice job. Alliteration is a noun that means the use of the same consonant at the beginning of each word. Like, here's another example. Stellar students synthesize sweet sentences. Plot. Now, by now you should know what a plot is. But a plot has an introduction, rising action, climax, falling action, and conclusion. So it's the whole story. Is it disapproval expressed by pointing out faults? No. A question raised for consideration? No. A story that is told in a novel or play or movie? Yes, definitely. Oh, we're doing so good. Which of the words would likely help orient yourself? Now, orient is a new word, and there's two different meanings for orient. Orient can mean either you're lost in the woods, so you get out your phone and you look at your GPS, and then you know where to go. So it helps you find out where you are. You can also orient a reader in your essay by helping them know if you're at the beginning, the middle, or the end of an essay. So now which one do you think it is? A bath, a compass, a comic book, or a jacket? A jacket. Orient means to help find out where you are. So it's going to be a compass. All right. A metaphor. A metaphor is different than a simile in that a simile uses like or as and a metaphor does not. So we always say that metaphors are figures of speech. Okay, so Is it a written work that's been recast in a new form? No. A document giving an official instruction or command? No. A figure of speech that suggests a non-literal similarity? It is this one, but non-literal means not real. A figure of speech that suggests a not real similarity, something that is similar. The example I usually use is saying that the stapler is a monster. Well, not really, but you can imagine a stapler as a monster. Here's another one. The world is your oyster. That means that you get to do whatever you want with your life. Those are metaphors. Theme is, I'm just skimming these through. We say that theme is the meaning, the moral of the story, and it's always more than one word. So just scrolling down here, it says a unifying idea that is a reoccurrent element in literary work. What in the world? Unifying means it brings the ideas together. So an idea that brings everything together. Reoccurrent means it happens over and over again. Element means the thing in literature, literary work. So an idea that is throughout the whole thing, it's reoccurring, and it brings everything together. That is a theme. An allusion is the reference to something in a story. So if I write the allusion of the lady wore a glass slipper, I'm alluding to the story of Cinderella. I'm referencing the story of Cinderella. Reflective, we often do reflective questions at the end of every quarter, and that is thoughtful. You're being thoughtful. A setting is the environment, the time, and the place. Okay? So let's look at this. Facts or circumstances that surround a situation, any confused or chaotic state, a mess, a disturbance of normal functioning behavior, or a state of internal change or outward transformation. Well, it's this one. So circumstance are different events that surround a situation or event. That's not my favorite definition of setting. If you write time, place, and environment on your test, that works as well. All right, so now here are your definitions, and hopefully this helps you so you can really understand these words and be ready for your test.